production of books unmasks a kaleidoscope of emotions that have been induced from various periods of time throughout history. But there are some books that have been regarded as unfit by the ruling powers of the time, and were either destroyed or banned from the public eye. Such was the case with the book of Il Separatio. The content of this book was and still is controversial to this day. It was written by Bucharest native Velda Rorik and conveys a tale of two different characters in a book called The Codex Gubrum. The Codex Gubrum tells the story of the fearsome warrior Amantes, who works as a soldier of fortune and never questions his employers. When a king tasks Amantes to commit the murder of a fellow sovereign, he begins to feel conflicted about the righteousness of his actions. That is when he realizes that most of his victims were kind and good-hearted people, and that they did not deserve to die the way they did. Therefore, Amantes begins to perform good deeds to atone for the bad ones he did. When he saved an elderly innocent priest from execution, Amantes becomes badly wounded and slowly dying. A demon and an angel fights to claim his soul, but then the entity of Il Separatio appears and states that Amantes' soul does not belong to anyone, because his good deeds balance the bad ones he did.
With that, the angel and demon disappeared. Il Separatio then heals the warrior and says his soul does not belong on heaven or on earth, so he must remain on earth forever. The warrior became immortal and is said to have powers beyond imagination. When the book was published, it caused a huge scandal and was ultimately banned from the circulation by the government. It was during the days of the Inquisition, and so the author chooses to remain anonymous. What infuriates the Vatican is how Amantes' powers and immortality seems much more superior than God's. And so the Vatican did their best to lock away this secret from the world, but it still remains a matter of interest until today. In conclusion, the story of Il Separatio is also an important part of history. It was able to strike a deep chord within the boundaries of religion many years ago, and it still does to this day.